League One is absolutely mental. There is so much to play for in this division this year, and with not many games left, let's have a little look at what the table could look like when we get to the end of the season in May. If you are a League One fan, do make sure to drop a like on this video. We're going for 144 likes for this one. Do make sure to subscribe to get your EFL fix. Go on, hit that subscribe button. Today we are looking at a couple of scenarios and seeing what the League One table could look like when we get to the end of the season in May. We did a video like this for the Championship yesterday, so go and check out the Championship version. And the way this video is going to work is we're going to use the reverse results for the remaining fixtures and see where that would leave teams at the end of the season. For example, if Plymouth beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-1 away, then we're going to say they beat them 2-1 at home. That's just an example. And then we're going to look at the form table afterwards and pile the form of the teams onto the remaining games and see where that would get them at the end of the season. It's just a bit of fun, so don't take it too personally. As I say though, guys, looking at that table beside me, there is so much to play for. Let's start off with the reverse results for the remaining fixtures then, and this is what the table would look like. As I say, I've piled on the results from the reverse of these remaining games onto these games, and this is what the table will come out like. Forest Green Rovers will come bottom with 31 points, whichever way you cut it. I don't see Forest Green staying up this season. Cambridge United are also going down. They're only going to amass 38 points if they just pick up what they did in the reverse of these remaining games. Morecambe, 40 points, and Accrington Stanley just going down with 41. MK Dons have survived here in 20th place, making it to 47 points, which I would imagine would be enough to stay up this year. Oxford United are going to get to 50, so despite their terrible form at the moment, the remaining games, if they were reversed, would actually get them over the line. Burton with 51 points, Cheltenham with 52, Lincoln City with 56, Port Vale with 57. Charlton Athletic also on 57 here. Fleetwood Town with 59. And Bristol Rovers are going to finish in the top half with 59. So this would suit Bristol Rovers. A top half finish, considering they came up from League 2 last year, would be amazing. Exeter City, once again, brilliant to finish 11th here. They'd get 62 points. Shrewsbury Town will collect 63 points come the end of the season. Portsmouth will get into the 70s. Portsmouth would get up to 71 points. Peterborough, 73. Wycombe, 75, both just falling short of Bolton, who've wrapped up 6th place with 78 points. Derby in there with 80 points. Ipswich Town coming 4th with 89 points, so they've nearly got to 2 points per game, but even that, not enough. Barnsley going to come 3rd with 91 points, and here's the standout. Plymouth Argyle will continue to stay 2nd. They'll get to 93 points, and that would be enough if these remaining games are the same results as the reverse earlier this season. Sheffield Wednesday will win the league, as most of us expect, but only get to 98 points with this table. We're going to come on to the form table now. So for how this works is if a team's got 8 games left, we're going to use the points they've picked up in their previous 8 games and add that on to their next 8. So if a team collected 12 points from their last 8, we'll give them another 12 points, and that's where they'll finish. The same if a team's got 9 games, we'll use their last 9 games, and the same if a team's got 10 games left, we'll use their last 10 games. And this is how the table looks. Some people might say this is a more accurate one if you're using form, but there is some big shocks in here. Let's start with bottom, Forest Green Rovers again, but only getting up to 25 points. Incredibly bad from Forest Green. Cambridge once again going down 23rd, only getting up to 35 points. In the end, 10 points shy of safety. Morecambe only finding their way to 39 points, and the same with Oxford United. Their terrible form, if it was to continue, would see them go down to League 2, which is mental when you think Oxford United are usually a team pushing for the playoffs. Incredible. Accrington Stanley will stay up with this table. Their form is better than 4 teams down there. It'll get them up to 20th place, 45 points just being enough. Once again, MK Dons surviving. They'll get 47 points here. Port Vale with 52. Their form's not great at the moment, which has them slipping down the table a bit. Bristol Rovers, the same again. Their form actually has them slipping down, so they won't finish 12th with the form table. They'll actually be down in 17th with 53 points. You've got Cheltenham and Exeter both on 57 points, and then you've got Burton and Lincoln both getting up to 60 points. Charlton will break into the top half with the form table, they'll get up to 62 points, which would be a very good recovery considering where they've been at times this season. Fleetwood Town with 63 points, Shrewsbury with 69, and this is where it gets absolutely mental. The form of Portsmouth, Wycombe and Peterborough is better than that of Bolton and Derby, plus Bolton have played a game more, and as you can see, the three sides just below those two in the playoffs have jumped ahead of them all by 1 point. It's incredibly tight in this table using the current form. Bolton Wanderers with 75 points, Derby with 75, Portsmouth with 76, Wycombe with 76 and Peterborough with 76. As I say, using the current form of Bolton and Derby, they are actually going to get caught by these three teams, but a lot can change. We all know how unpredictable League One is, but the form table does suggest Peterborough, Wycombe and maybe even Portsmouth might get in there. It gets even more fascinating when you come onto the race for the top two. Plymouth Argyle will get over 2 points per game, getting up to 93 points, but it won't be enough because of the form of Ipswich and Barnsley. Ipswich will get up to 96 points, but it still won't be enough for the top two because of the form of Barnsley. Now, at this moment in time, Barnsley do have a game in hand on Plymouth and 2 games in hand on Ipswich, and the way they've been going with their form does have them to just sneak into second place. I think it's crazy that Ipswich Town are actually going to finish third here with 96 points, but it just goes to show how brilliant these three teams are, and it's going to be painful for 2 of them because realistically only 1 out of those 3 is going to go up with Sheffield Wednesday. This table does have Sheffield Wednesday to get a very nice high points tally. Their form has been brilliant recently and it has them to get over 100 points comfortably as they cruise to 107 League One points with the form that they've got at the moment. It's incredible, guys. This is the form table. I know some people might say things are going to change dramatically, and we all know League One can flip back on itself quite easily, but let me know your thoughts down below, guys. These are just some simple calculations to see what it could look like, but we all know how unpredictable League One is. Which 4 teams do you think are going down to League Two? At this moment in time, my hunch is that Forest Green are bottom, Cambridge, Morecambe and maybe Accrington or Oxford. I do think MK Dons will stand out as the better team of those bottom 6 at the moment. As for the playoff race, which teams make it? At the moment, I think Portsmouth are the lowest team with a chance. I don't think anyone below that really will make it. Wycombe and Peterborough have been very good, but I maybe will stand with Bolton and Derby unless their form does continue to be bad, then they could get sucked out. And as for the top 2, I don't even know if it's worth predicting. Which teams do you think are going to do it? It's changing every week. Plymouth Argyle are sitting there in second, but Barnsley and Ipswich have been so good. Can they make it? And as for Sheffield Wednesday, I think we all agree that they're going to do it, but by how many points? Do you think Sheffield Wednesday will get over 100 points? Do let me know your thoughts down below. As I say, guys, it's just a bit of fun, so get your predictions down below. Do make sure you've dropped a like on this video as we go for 144 likes, and do make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.